field's just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the Tennessee Titans.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. And the catch made. It's Patton. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 35-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Patton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Right there, 54, right there.
On first down, Pace, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Titans, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Patton. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. They'll run on first down. Pace. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, he's got his guy. It's Patton over the middle. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Second and 10. Tannehill once more. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Here's Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. Oh, and
is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 23. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 31 yards on the punt there.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
On play action, now Rodgers. Being chased out left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And that might be Titan football. It is. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A 1st down carry for Henry. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now it's Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They run the toss now with Gibson.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st down, Rodgers.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Now a handoff to Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Tannehill.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is now 17-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 27, Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. That is caught inside the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Washington.
Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
This one is caught. It's Patton. Touchdown! A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Evans has it left side. Room here to run. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there just before halftime. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way.
Open man Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Julio Jones. As the first half is winding down.
And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11 now.
Tannehill. Looking deep for Julio. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up the...
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Elijah Molden.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here taken in by Isabella. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Rodgers going to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Yeah, this is going to be a Titans first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now it's Henry.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, it's Henry. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Once more, Gibson.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Got an open man, finds Gibson. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
They'll run it again with Henry.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On first down, Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown.
7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down and 3.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
140 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
They keep it with Henry on first down. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Tim Settle, the Virginia Tech Hokie, in there on the stop.
2nd and 5. A give to Henry. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 38 yards. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Bullock good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This one complete to Patton. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A huge play there for Washington.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On first down, Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 45 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Randy Bullock,
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's a give to Gibson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Rodgers throw into the hands of McLaurin.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Gibson again.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
It's our time. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Here's Rodgers. And he finds McLaurin. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On first down, Gibson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
2nd and 8.
They'll go again with Gibson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 9.
258.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
55 is my guy. 55.
Bring it.
Rodgers to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And Washington has taken the lead.
McManus now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.